Hello, I'm David Condry. I'm the pastor of Revolution Church here in Vinton, Iowa. We're sitting here currently in our new church building that we just recently purchased just a month ago. As you can see, it's majorly under construction as we are converting it for the uses that we need for it, what we're going to use it for. Right now, Revolution is really made up of a pretty good mixture of people. We've been blessed. Honestly, God really blessed us with a lot of people that are not necessarily retired, but a little bit older because they're the ones that have done a lot of the work that you see. They have a lot of the time that they're doing. The people that we're really connecting with are those that are disconnected with churches. So they might be people that used to attend church and for years have just kind of been off and don't want nothing to do with it. We've had several people that grew up in church or their families were part of churches, but through circumstances or situations just had an attitude or negativity towards church. So we're kind of drawing those people in. It's just been really interesting, the mixture of people that we have just kind of coming to us. And even those that are part of our church, but those that are kind of on the outskirts still, it's just been really interesting. Those, we have some families with some young kids. We have, families that are coming with some teenagers in their families. And again, we've been blessed with some people that are in their retirement years, which have given us an awesome workforce. Vinton's about 5,000, a little over 5,000 people. We sit between two of the larger cities in eastern Iowa, so we have Waterloo, Cedar Falls to the north, and then Cedar Rapids to our south. So Vinton is really, we're the county seat, so we're the largest town in Benton County. Vinton has always been kind of, or especially from the 80s on, we've always been kind of what do they call them, sleeper communities. So we have lots of people that commute to work. But Vinton's always been very much a home, like a small town feel. One of the reasons I think God really wants us to be here is because Vinton, for a long time, we have a lot of churches. I think for our population, we have 15 churches, but there's never been a major spiritual breakthrough in our region, in our area. And there's a couple other pastors that I meet with on a regular basis here that really feel like Vinton's in need of that. There just seems to be this spiritual just kind of burden, I guess, in our community. Not really seeing God having the access to really move. So I think that's one of the reasons why this church has kind of come into being. So what we're doing to bring Jesus to our community is we're really trying to set ourselves up as a completely different church than any other church in our community. So we just try to find ways to get out into the community and do things that nobody really has ever done before. So some examples, we have a movie theater here just a couple blocks from us, and 2 years in a row now our church has purchased that building to show like a holiday movie. Well, that's one thing, but what we did to purposely take it one step further was we go out to the low-income housing. We have a set of apartments that is low-income housing. So we went out to them with plates of candy and cookies and treats. And we did personal invitations to draw those people into this movie, but we went one step further, and while we were giving them the treats and providing the invitation, we also asked if we could pray with them about something. We asked as a church for, give us something specifically to pray for you about. And we got people saying, I need prayer I have cancer. They asked for prayer for children, different things. So it was one of those things that come in and kind of break down those walls of, hey, as Christians, we're not judgmental. And we're not here to, preach at you. We're here just to offer, here's Jesus. We've given food to come in and just bless the teachers with food days and different things like that. Just say, hey, we appreciate you. Invited them to different things that we do. So we just try to find ways to say, hey, we're doing things in the community, but we're not doing it, again, since we didn't have a building, it wasn't like come to us. It's like we're trying to offer something, we'll come to you. I think that's what people are kind of attracted to us, because they don't feel like we're cramming anything down anybody's throats, but yet we're straightforward with, this is who we are and what we believe, and, we're just trying to build community and through that share Christ with people. So when it came about to us to buy this building, if we should do it or not, I got really excited because our tagline as a church has been from the beginning, reclaiming life and community. And I said, hey, God, what better way to really announce our presence to the community than let's buy a building back that used to be a community building. Let's turn it back into a community building. Let's reclaim it for what it used to be, and let's put it back into the community where it came from. From the very get-go, I think a church, in the DNA of a church, it should already be planning to see itself birth new churches. And I really hope to see it be a movement in this area that through this, we are then able to take that leap of faith and see, another community church raised up, another congregation somewhere, that we can birth new locations for God to just reach more and more people. If our intention is just to grow this one church, in my opinion, that's a very small vision, because there's so many people out there that need to be reached. So we should want to see ourselves planting new churches. We admit we're broken, and we're not. There's nothing spectacular about us. I want us to be known as the church that doesn't proclaim to have all the answers, but is willing to accept anybody to try to find answers. A place, not just a church, a place, a community, a group of people that allows God to be God and allows God to do only what God can do.